Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Goff now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd. Goff trying to lay one up deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7 our score. On 1st and 10 is Connor. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, Shell, we go, 76, 76.
From the 22, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every.
And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 17, Wentz. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another 1st down. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to push his way through, and able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
DC.
Out of the gun. Gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Goff. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
You see me out here? That's right.
Lambo to add on the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think.
Derrick Henry all alone. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Derrick Henry, 79 yards, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Lambo on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Raiders 21. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's third and short. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got Sanu. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Goff now 9 of 17 through the air. To the air again. Goff. That's complete to his running back counter. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Goff. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kyle Rudolph in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 54. Mike 54. Stay with your man.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Going deep for Hopkins. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment. Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30, 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's gone. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. And the blitz does come. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Chiefs 45, Raiders 28. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. Up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
36-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
I'm coming. 357. 53.
Hey, Haywood.
I'm here all day. Check. 53. Check.
Wentz now to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Go.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Check your hot read.
Hold on. Check.
After the interception, here's Gone. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you.
Derrick Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go,
Again, it's Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Ellington now to return it. A beautiful fake. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run.
80 weapons. DC.
Now Goff on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Shepard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A shotgun snap for Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. James Conner with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Goff. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football. And especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 38, Goff looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Blount. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Mike, 180.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check nickel.
On 2nd down now. Blount.
It's run, fellas. It's run.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Flushed out right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Chiefs now going to use the... first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Sunday.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Hey, Delta.
54. All right.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check 43.
Great.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, don't kill.
In your face.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 54.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
You must be dreaming.
Check 3.
Check 9.
Back.
One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Raiders, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.